I'll be bringing in our guests now. So we'll look at the events going on around the world. Let's start with the Olympics that just got concluded. The Olympic just got concluded, and we see a new record being made in Marcel Jacobs, the world's fastest man now, in the absence of the Jamaican guys who didn't make it in this tournament. And again, Nigeria, well, after the poor outing, managed to go home with two medals, a silver and a bronze. Let me bring you in here at this point, Mark. How did you see the closing event of the Olympics and the outing of the new record made of Marcel Jacobs as the world's fastest man?
Thank you very much, Honorable Vincent. Yes, humanity was able to beat a tough situation. This year's Olympic was supposed to be last year. It's 2020 Tokyo Olympic. It was cancelled because of the COVID situation. And but this year, humanity said, humans said, we have to beat the tough situation. So the Olympic went as fine as expected, even though a lot of the high expectations were not met. But still, the event went on. Some records were broken, and some new names popped up. So from the normal race, 100 meters dash, and the race event, which is one place a lot of people put their eyes in, we had some new surprises. Usman Bolt is no more there to run, so some new people are on board now. And interestingly, from Italy, we have our new man, Lamotte, Marcel Jacob. Marcel Jacob was able to beat the men's 100 meters this year with 9.9, I think 9.8.
9.8. And Marcel, let me ask you here. Marcel Jacobs doesn't sound Italian at all. How come? Is that not a surprise that someone bearing a purely English name is there representing Italy at the Olympics and even broke records in the case?
That's a good one, Honorable Vincent. Yes, the black gene is working there. Marcel Jacob is the son of a Black American father and an Italian mother. Interestingly, he grew up here in Italy, Lombardia, and he took to athletes, and he's been doing well. So I think it's mainly the daddy's gene that is at place there. He has shown to the world that yes, the black people have a lot to offer when it comes to sports. So he competed very well and came out with that very impressive record. I know wherever Usman Bolt is now, he's probably looking at him and wondering if he will beat his record. So they even made a very good turnout for the 100 by 4 meters. Also, there we have a Nigerian in the team, a Nigerian-born Italian young man, and it was really interesting to see that group of young people putting out strong performance. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mark. Of course, Nigerians always do great things outside Nigeria, and that's actually a very interesting point, Mr. Chuma. You see that Nigeria was able to come home. They managed to get just 2 bronzes from Blessing Okorodudu and Ese Brume, silver and bronze in that respect. What do you have to say for that about that poor outing of Nigerians, considering that Nigerians have always been, gold mongers in the past?
Well, thank you. About this Olympics, I believe a lot of things came to play. But if we must face facts, we must look at it. I read somewhere they said America came with, assuming they just take it this way, America came with 101 athletes with 20 officials. but Nigeria came with 50 athletes with 90 officials. Imagine something like that. Actually, that's not the real figure, but the figure goes something like that. We had more officials than the athletes. And then you ask yourself, the officials, are they going to contest, or the athletes going to contest? This is a situation whereby patriotism comes to play. Nigeria, we don't support patriotism. I'm sorry to say this, but we are all Nigerians. We love Nigeria, but if only the government of Nigeria can love us, have what we love the nation, we will excel. Look at it. Of all that went, we only went home with only 2 medals.
2 medals.
And worst, we don't even have a good jersey.
Yeah, there were so, of course, there were so many controversies that trailed our performance, from our athletes being banned and disqualified to the scandal we saw about Samsung phones. We talked about this last time we were here. The Samsung phones that did not get to the final beneficiaries. Samsung phones from, of course, Samsung is sponsor, co-sponsors of the tournament. Then again, the fact that there were not enough jerseys for the competing athletes. We saw our man from the US, Chukwudi, is it Chuks? The guy that represented us at a shot put, we saw him having to wash his jersey against
be able to use it again.
To use it at the forthcoming event, which is quite bad. And of course, Puma. We saw that Puma also pulled out. Puma that provided
the jerseys. Yeah.
Yes. There's
now
so much controversy about
we read also that the contract for the Puma something, you understand, for the sponsor, for the sponsoring of the Puma, that the contract was signed by a person, two persons, and the money was not even disclosed.
$2.7 billion.
$2.7 million.
Billion dollars?
Yeah, it's dollars. I don't want to, make people get angry. Now,
but it's annoying enough.
It's very, very annoying. How do we do this? Olympics is where we go to display our talents. Nigeria is highly talented. If you were following the Olympics, you find out that there were so many Nigerians covering themselves with the flags of different nations. In handball, for instance, you see the one from Italy. The best there is a Nigerian. You saw somebody from that represented Britain. One girl, Eze. There's another one, Adebola or Adeyemi, something like that. These are people, Nigerians, that are willing and ready to represent Nigeria. But is our nation ready to accept them? I am crying. It's somewhat. But let us hope that by next Olympics, we will wake up and we will do better than this. I believe Nigerians are fighters. We will come together. Like somebody rightly said, the Russians came with ROC, Russia Organizing Committee. That's the athletes that came together to represent, or sponsor themselves, get personal sponsors, and then go to do this, so that there won't be anything like, things going down.
Distraction from the government. Well, that's fine. Thank you very much, Chuma, for that brilliant one there. Thing is, it's sad really that Nigeria keeps going down and down, especially before the eyes of the whole world, and that's not a good one. It's indeed not a good one. And I believe that in the next 4 years, when we'll be talking about the next Olympics, Nigeria will be better prepared. And again, if we also have the right leaders, just like it was discussed the last time, if we get qualified hands, experienced hands, to handle our sports activities, it will make a lot of sense. I think Nigeria would always come out better, because Nigerians are always doing well all over the world.